Meanwhile, at AFTON Robotics. Alright, here you go, Michael. Just set you right there till you wake up. Damn. Got knocked out pretty badly, though, by Fredbear, or at least that, artificial copy of Fredbear. But hopefully he'll wake up soon. Yes, I hope so too. Anyways, you need to go off and get Henry. We all need to work together in order to end him. We need to finish it for good. We need to finish him for good. Of course. I'll be back with Henry. While you do that, we're gonna try and see if we can get Michael up. Michael, please. Please, come on. Wake up, Michael. Wake up. Meanwhile, back at Henry Emily's house. Oh my God. Who are you? What are you doing here? Have you come to harm me? No, Mr. Emily. It's about AFTON. What? What are you talking about? Who even are you? Henry Emily. It's me, David. David? No, wait. Is that really you? Yes. Yes, it's me. Please, just let me inside. We have to talk. And fast. Wait, what? What's the rush? I'll explain when we're inside. Just let me in, please. Alright, just come on in. Thank you. Alright. David, please, explain everything that you need to tell me quick, I guess. And tell me why we need to do this quickly. What's the big rush? Alright. Well, let me take it from the top. So, wait, you're watching Night of the Living Dead? Yeah, I just wanted to watch it because, well, I wanted to watch something like Halloween related, you know? Understandable. Anyways, so, a few days ago, Will came back. Except this time, when he came back, he split his soul, aka his remnant, apart into pieces. And he managed to escape the charred remains of what was left of FAZBEAR'S FRIGHT. And then he went back to his old robotics facility. And then he transferred the pieces of his consciousness into 4 vessels. The first one being the plush trap chaser. The next one being the normal plush trap. The third one being an artificial copy of the Spring Bonnie animatronic. And finally the fourth one being an old artificial copy of Spring Bonnie, known as Spring AFTON. Looks exactly like Spring Bonnie, but a little tattered up, got some wires hanging out of his head, black buttons, a dark red bow tie, and one missing eye and no whiskers. Okay, so what happened after that? Well, what happened next was he activated his own Fredbear animatronic. And then he came across his agony creature in his facility. Wait, an agony creature? What's an agony creature? An agony creature is something that causes pain and suffering to people. So that way, when they're weak and frail at the end, they'll suck the lives out of their victims and consume their soul energy, making them powerful. More or less speaking, they feed off your pain, aka your agony. It's good for them. And they would commit any bad action worth necessary in order to claim their victim's soul energy. First they would mess with them, but then at the end, they would kill them by sucking the lives out of them in the most agonizing pain ever. Then what happened next was he performed a ritual on Michael's old childhood toy, Simon. He performed a ritual on the toy so that he can collect 2 souls and transfer them to the toy. So that way, transferred the memory of when you and him did a musical test run on Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. That would be the first memory that Michael had, and then the rest would be about the days when Nick was being tortured every day. What? Yes, I know. It's crazy and insane and evil. Well, who are the two souls? Jeremy and Jake. Wait, he used them? Why? Well, my only guess was it's because the Simon doll looked kind of like the Stitch Wave animatronic they use for FAZBEAR'S FRIGHT. So I guess that's why he chose them. That sick, twisted bastard! I know. Then what happened next was he gathered up all of his nightmare animatronics and went to Michael's house. So that way, he can make Michael play a game of night terrors. Wait, nightmare what? Oh yeah, forgot to mention that part. Before the ritual part. Well, what are these nightmare animatronics? They're endoskeletons with illusion disc. So that's why there was some illusion disc at his robotics facility. Exactly. And when he activated the endoskeletons with illusion disc, they turned into monstrous, nightmarish-like creature versions of the characters from the Fredbear and Friends TV show. Wait, what do you mean by that? You're saying it's like he did this a long time ago? Well, he did. He used them for an experiment on his own son, Nick. He what? Yes. You see, after the event of Elizabeth's death, he couldn't bear to have Nick to be around any animatronics anymore. But just like Elizabeth, being stubborn and not listening to his father's orders, his wishes, every single night he would escape the house and would sneak into Fredbear's to have fun over there and to play around with the animatronics. And when William found out about this, that's when he decided to pull off an experiment. He was pretty sure that if he pulls this off, then Nick would be so scared of animatronics, not wanting to go back to Fredbear's anymore, despite him going back a few times in the daytime. But that was just only to make him be more afraid of them than ever. He even allowed Kyle to bully him and scare him with the Foxy mask. Even allowing him to get other kids across the neighborhood to bully him. But despite all of it, he would give his son some comfort with the Fredbear plush by installing a walkie-talkie into the plush, along with a camera feature, so that way he could see through the eyes of the Fredbear plush, seeing his son doing sort of okay, but most of all, safe. He would even place some other Fredbear plushies with walkie-talkies and camera features across the neighborhood to Fredbear's family diner. But when the bite of 87 happened, he stopped the experiment and left them upstairs in his robotics facility. But anyways, he used nightmare animatronics and the artificial copies of Fredbear and Spring Bonnie and the agony creature known as monster shadow bear on Michael. Luckily, he was able to take out the nightmare animatronics, and he also had the help of Jeremy and Jake to take out 2 nightmare animatronics. And then I took out Plush Trap, and Fredbear, and Spring Bonnie, and the Agony Creature. So we don't have to worry about them, we just have to worry about Spring Afton and Plush Trap Chaser. The main part of William. Alright then. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Wait! What? I need to grab my weapon and then we can go. We can't go alone. Well, I mean, we can't... There's no way we're alone. I mean, we have Michael, Jeremy, and Jake by our side. We're not alone. Well, yes and no. We need more help. Okay, then who else can we ask for help? You know, Mr. Emily. You know. Wait, what do you mean, I know? What are you talking about? Henry. We can get the help of Tommy, Buck, and Alice, and most of all, Kyle. We can get their help. Because I know you have them here. Well, what are you talking about? No, there's no reason to lie. It's okay. I understand. You didn't felt safe here. You didn't want to be alone. You didn't want them to be alone. And you were afraid that if you weren't prepared, if he did came back, you would be outnumbered, and you didn't know what to do if you weren't prepared. And you had a very bad feeling in your gut that it wasn't right just to leave them at a scrapyard, just to rot and decay and to become nothing more but ash. Despite having the worry of you disturbing them, you understand their pain, you understand their suffering, you understand their agony and their hatred towards their killer. And for that, I'm so glad, I'm so pleased, and I'm so happy that you are one of the people who understands the pain, suffering, and hatred that we have to go through with that mad scientist, with that madman, that mad, evil maniac. And we thank you for being there for us when we thought no one else would. Well, the pleasure's all mine, but I don't really see how we can get their help. I don't really see how we could get them to help us. I mean, they're broken, or at least they're doing a good impression of it. They've been sitting in my attic for over a year now. So I don't really know how we can bring them back to help us. Well, I can do that. I have the power to bring some spirits that have unfinished business back from the dead. You can do that? Of course I can. Okay, but what if they start going berserk on me? What if they see me as their killer and then will come straight for me, trying to kill me? Hey, don't worry. Remember when you convinced us that you guys are not who we are after? You and Michael? Well, yeah. And Michael has been in that position before. And remember, Jeremy, Jake, and Howard, they saved me and the rest of our friends by convincing us the truth. So, we can do this. You've done it before. You could do it for a 4th time. Alright. Let's go. I agree. Let's do this. Meanwhile, upstairs in the attic. Well, David, here they are. These poor teenagers. They're ignited, burnt, and more withered than ever. But that doesn't mean their spirits aren't strong. It's time to bring them back to help us. Well then, do your magic gladly. Last one. I'm kind of nervous of what's gonna happen next when they awake. It will be fine. Trust me. Okay, I trust you on this. So, did it work? Well, yes, it. Whoa!